The SMU Mustangs were 7-6 last season, 5-3 in Conference USA. They finished second in the West Division a year ago, but did win the Hawaii Bowl with a big win over Fresno State, 43-10. Garrett Gilbert is their starting quarterback, returning for his senior year at SMU, and he joins us now. Garrett, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for having me on.
Okay, so let's start it off then by saying, what else could SMU have done last year to be better than the way you were? Because I know that while you started your career at a different school, the University of Texas, you saw an opportunity for yourself as well to kind of matriculate, to grow, maybe to have better opportunity at SMU. Did you reach where you wanted to be, or do you think the team reached where it needed to be?
Well, I don't think we, reached our goal last year. But, I think to answer your question, what we could have done to start the season off a little, or to better reach our goal, was to start the season off a little better. We didn't play so great towards the beginning of the season, and I feel like we improved each week and got better towards the end of the season. And by the end of the year, I think we were playing pretty good football.
How do you overcome that? How do you overcome that this year? Lessons learned from last year and try to get a spark, but how do you really make that happen?
Absolutely. Well, I think that's been a goal of our offseason, is to just be prepared to start off strong rather than force ourselves to be in a must-win situation the last two games of the season.
I have to think that as a guy you started off your career playing at in a national championship game, and then learning the lessons that you've learned has to have some benefit, especially for the younger players on your team this year. So, as someone who's a fifth-year guy, how do you impart these lessons learned to where you think you can actually have some success with them?
Well, I really feel like now, being a fifth-year senior, I'm definitely in a leadership position on this team, and so like you said, having the experience that I have under my belt, not only playing in the national championship game, playing my sophomore year at Texas, and then now transferring here to SMU, I feel like there's a lot of things that I have that I can say that can impart maybe some knowledge and the ability to lead our guys this season going forward, both on and off the field.
What do you think is what's the biggest challenge for you as one of those senior leaders this year? I know you want your team to win games, and you want to create notoriety. You want to perhaps build a resume for yourself if you want to play football at the next level as well. I know those are all in there. What's at the top of your priority list?
The most important thing for me is to give SMU the best chance I can to win each and every week, and whatever that may be, whether it be handing the ball off and carrying out my fakes, and we're running the ball well. So just give us the best chance I can to win every week, and I think if I do that, the rest of the stuff will take care of itself.
The other question that I would have along those lines is, you're bringing in a different offensive coordinator this year, and for those that follow college football, the name Hal Mumme will certainly come to the forefront of your mind, because he's the father of the quote-unquote air raid. June Jones, your head coach, was a disciple of the run and shoot under Mouse Davis as well. So when the run and shoot and the air raid collide, what gives?
We'll see.
And you're going to be at the trigger on it all.
We'll see. I'm excited about those two offensive ideas, so to speak, meshing together this year, and seeing some of the ideas that Coach Mumme will bring to the table, and along with obviously the stuff that I've gotten to learn from Coach Jones over the past few years. And I think just having another set of eyes, both on the game, on game film, and being able to give some more ideas to a week of game planning will help us. Will do nothing but help us as an offense, and so I'm very excited about what we're doing offensively.
Finding somebody to hand the ball off might help your career too a little bit. You led the team in rushing, eight touchdowns last year rushing as well. So finding that balance, maybe handing the ball off, maybe the air raid might assist in all of that for
Absolutely. I think again, being able to find a little bit of a balance in it. Again, meshing Coach Mummy's offense with Coach Jones's offense, I think that is going to be key, is being able to find a balance both between obviously having some success running the ball and with those two offensive ideas.
How close are they really philosophically?
Well, Coach Mummy and Coach Jones have known each other for a very long time, and I think regardless of the fact that they might approach offense in a little bit different way. They have a lot of similar ideas in terms of what we're doing, how to attack a defense, and so obviously Coach Mummy's air raid offense has been renowned now for about 10 or 15 years, and Coach Jones has been doing it for 20 years, and both of them have their ideas of how to have success, and both of them have had great success with their ideas. So I'm excited about, again, the new ideas that we'll have this year, as well as Coach Jones's perspective on things.
I guess in the overall scheme, SMU probably isn't picked as highly as maybe you thought that you should be deserved, because you only got 9 starters back, 6 on offense, 3 on defense overall. So there are going to be some new faces, especially for Mustang fans to get involved with. 2 of them actually also transferred from where you originally started at Texas. What can you tell us about Thomas Ashcraft and Traylon Sheed?
Well, Traylon's obviously a guy that came to Texas as a highly recruited running back, one of the all-time leading high school rushers in the state of Texas, and unfortunately got lost in the shuffle of things in terms of running back play, and so he transferred out to a junior college and has found his way to SMU, and I'm very excited about what he does for us. He gives us a threat, not unlike Zach Line gave us last year. Zach was obviously a very good back, one of the best SMU has ever seen, and one of the best backs in the nation. And so, to have him as another offensive weapon, and just to make my job a little bit easier, is very good for us. And I'm excited about what Traylon can bring to the table for us. Talking about Thomas Ashcraft. As an offensive lineman, again, another guy that, very talented, and a guy that came into the University of Texas with myself in the same class. We're both fifth-year guys, and both been playing college football for quite a while. So he's another guy that brings a little bit of leadership to the table, and he's a guy that will help us on the offensive line. Obviously, we're excited about what his talent and what he can do for us, wherever it may be, at left tackle or right tackle.
You guys, with only 3 starters back on the other side of the ball, it seems like this is the perfect opportunity for those high-powered offenses to come together and maybe put some points up on the board. Is there that mentality right now at SMU?
We feel like our defense is going to be very good, regardless of the fact that we only have 3 guys back. We have guys back with a lot of experience. We have some guys coming back from injury that played well early on last year. But again, as an offense, every week our goal is going to be to outscore our opponent. We're going to go into the game expecting to have to outscore our opponent, because I think that's what you have to do as an offense is believe you can score on every possession, and if you score on every possession, you give yourselves a good chance to win.
Well, Garrett, thank you for the time. I know that this is an exciting opportunity for you, especially as one of the old men now on that football team as well. But you're in a new environment. SMU is playing in a new league, so it seems like the slate is clean. You got a chance really to make a name for yourself, and I'm sure that the team is probably embracing that.
Absolutely, we're very excited about the opportunity to be joining the American Athletic Conference and getting an opportunity to play some new teams, and I think it should be a lot of fun. So thank you very much for having me.
Garrett.